they say, shut the up, you I don't gov a. Oh, well, that sounds pretty juicy, doesn't it? Well, we'll get into all that later after I've told you what we've sold this week. It's been a fairly slow one, but not too bad overall. First up, we sold the bamboo quarter zip for £20. I believe we bought that for £8. I think I'll be avoiding Gabici in the future as we only got £8 for the jumper that I bought for £3.99. The regatta wax jacket that ruined the last video sold for £25. We only paid £2 for that, so very, very happy. Another Grevy hat has sold for £25. Only paid £3 for that. Quality fine there. The Mandalorian mug that I bought for £1 sold for £5. Probably only made like £1 on that, to be honest. So nice double up. I sold the Adidas tracksuit top for £12 in the end. Was really hoping for better than that, but yeah, just wasn't getting any bites really. But we'll take the profit. Sold a Panasonic charging cradle for £15. Only paid £5 for the entire bundle of 3 charging cradles and 3 handsets. So yeah, buzzing with that one. We've made our money back on just one sale out of 6. Yeah, decent. Quite a few DVDs have sold actually. Sold the Craze one for £2. Sold the Harry Potter complete set for £5. And finally, the OC box set that we bought in the first episode for £2 has sold for £5. So we've only made about 6p on that one. The Napa Pidgey jumper that we bought ages ago for £8 has been repaired, listed and sold for £25. Took an offer for a tenner on the BT baby monitor that we bought for £1. Another Siemens Gigaset handset sold for £15. We had a small loss in the end from the 2 Berghaus fleeces we got on Vinted. They were just far too damaged on the cuff, so it was really hard to shift them for the money I wanted. I just took a sort of break-even rate for them. Oh well. You live and you learn. Got an offer for £18 for the fat face quarter zip. Only paid £6.95 for that. Sold the BT big button phone for £12. Just a small profit made on that one. The Lego Duplo set from last episode sold for £15. That only cost me 99p. Had a bit of old back and forth on the offers for the Joseph Siebel shoes, and we settled on £27. Only paid £8.50 for those, so a decent bit of profit there for me. And finally, we have completed the sales for the entire dog plush bundle we got from Vinted, as we took an offer for £9 for the Russ Butterscotch plush. I think we made about £8.50 in profit overall for those ones. Anyway, that's it from me. Enjoy the rest of the video. Yet again, I bought quite a lot of stuff. Probably dropped about £200 on Vinted, which is quite easy to do when you're bored and just scrolling through. I've actually bought so much stuff that I am now on a self-imposed buying ban because this shed cannot take any more. It's full to the brim and we need to start shifting it. So yeah, I will show you what I got from Vinted. First up, we got this pair of Scarpa walking boots. Did very well on the Scarpa walking boots that I got last time, which were a women's size, and now we've gone with a men's size and see how they do. In pretty good nick considering they're vintage. I mean, there's a bit of cracking and so, but they are old boots. Get the Gore-Tex badge in and the Vibram one. Quality pair of boots that I paid a total of £11.59 for. And this is how much they're going for. Now this was a bit of a random one, but I just decided to get it because it was so cheap. It is this Philips electronic centrifugal juicer, and we got that for £7.39, which is just incredible. Came with a little tub as well, so it's all complete and it works. Tiny bit of profit on that one, I think. We bought a couple of pairs of Ralph Lauren shoes for £8.44 each. They're in okay condition, could be a lot better, so I'm not expecting to get a great deal back on these ones. Probably like £15 each, which, considering, it's not too bad. Bought lots and lots of shoes and boots on this haul. Next up, we got these Timberland studded boots. Very, very nice condition. There's a bit of creasing on there, but yeah, it's not too bad. It's just sort of expected. We got those for £8.44, which is an absolute bargain. And this is how much they go for on eBay. Next up, we got these Merrell True Glove shoes. Vibram sold. These are going for really good money if they're in good condition, which this isn't really. This bit's all cracked, and as you can see, there's a huge chunk come out of that one. We did pay up for these, paid £13.49. Not sure what we're going to get back due to the damage, and it's got quite a bit of wear, but hopefully we can make a profit on those ones. Definitely going to be looking out for those in future because some of the solds are pretty tasty. Decided to venture down the camera bag route this time. So we got this Canon small camera bag with just a handle, and this low pro shoulder bag. This one set me back £6.14, and this one set me back £5.09, which I'm very happy with. Definitely happy with this one. Not so much this one, as I'm questioning the authenticity of it. It's got Canon on it, but I don't know, man. It just doesn't look right. It came with this little tripod that also has Canon on it, but again, just looks a bit dodgy, so not sure whether I can sell that, but we'll see. Obviously delved into the audio game this time in the form of speakers. First up, we bought a little portable Sony speaker for £10.44, and we sold that pretty much straight away for £20. It wasn't as good as I was hoping, but a quick £6 to £7 profit, which doesn't sound great to be honest, but you know, I'll take what I can get. Next up, we got this Logitech speaker. It is part of a big set of speakers, but they do sell separately. So I bought this one for £8.44. That is how much they go for on their own. So there is some profit in there. And next up, we got this Philips micro hi-fi system, which is in lovely condition, lovely working condition. And that set me back £14.74. And the first example of me being an absolute bell end was this purchase. Obviously had some success with the Bush portable radio that we bought a while back for £4 at a car boot. So I decided to go down the same route, and that only cost me £5.09. So, you know, similar thinking, £4, £5 into like £20, £25. But I snapped the antenna off. Why would I do such a thing? Obviously didn't mean to, just went to pull it out and lift it up to, you know, test it. It does work and everything, so that's cool. But now it's got a broken antenna, so don't really know what to do with it. Probably just like a piece on the wall maybe. Maybe switch out these threatening looking pair of secateurs hanging up like that. It looks shit, doesn't it? Really brightens up the room, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I don't think that's going to stay there. Maybe just for this video. And we did purchase some walkie-talkies. But let me just show you the messages. Purchase successful for these walkie-talkies for £5. So got a message come through. Hi, I'm on holiday and the item is left home and I come back in 2 days. Is that fine for you? I'll send it as soon as possible. Yeah, no worries, no rush, because I'm not really in a rush. So yeah, they say thanks. A day later, they say, could you do a pickup or do you want delivery? So now in my head, I'm thinking, because you can obviously request it send into your address or send into the lockers. So I put as in picking up from the lockers or from Norwich, just to clarify. Then they confirm they live in Norwich. Yep, sure. Could you pick up from the lockers in the city? I'll tell you when I put them in. So they're obviously expecting me to collect the package, which that's just not how Vinted works. You can't, I'm pretty sure you can't collect it. You pay for postage pretty much immediately. The label goes to the seller, they sort it all out. There you go, that's the transaction. So I've said, I've paid for delivery. I'm in Harrogate, so just the 4 hours from Norwich. Haha, obviously laughing because that's a ridiculous thing to do. Drive 4 hours for some walkie-talkies that I bought for £5 and then drive 4 hours back. Why? Who in their right mind would do that? So anyway, a couple of weeks pass and they didn't send it. So I got refunded. And I was like, yeah, that's cool. They obviously don't understand how it works. They had 0 feedback, by the way, and like, I'm guessing that means no transactions whatsoever. Clearly new to the app. I receive some feedback, some negative feedback, 1 star, and it said, didn't get it or something, didn't come and get it. So I replied to this saying, you clearly don't understand how Vinted works. I bought the item, paid for delivery, and you didn't send it. And this is when the abuse starts coming through. Now they start quite polite, a little high, and I was expecting them to try and resolve the matter. But no, they say, shut the duck up, you bitch. I don't gov a fuck. I was stunned at this point. I was taken aback. So I decide to hit back and give them some negative feedback, saying they didn't send the item that I purchased. Their only bit of feedback, by the way, 1 star. And to this, they replied, womp womp, keep complaining. So I did. I reported them for abuse, as you can see in this screenshot. And they say they've taken action to discipline them, but I can still see they're on the app. They're still at large, guys. They are still at large. And then they top it off, the little cherry on top. Bitch, you're a cow. You should have come pick it up. Not delivery, fat cow. Clearly a high IQ member of the public there. Really coherent message. But reading between this poetry, they wanted me to pick it up and not have it delivered, which isn't how Vinted works. Anyway, in the end, I didn't get those walkie-talkies, but I did get some more stuff. Got a few more Timberland shoes. First up, we got these. I believe they're Killington. Yeah, there's a bit of damage going on here. Bit of wear. All in all, pretty good condition. And we got those for £8.44, so I'm not complaining really. Probably at least 25 quid on those. And we also got these pair of Timberland high tops. Again, pretty good condition. There's a few bits of scuff in there, but honestly, quite happy with those. And I paid £9.49 for those. After the success from the last camera, I bought this Sony Cybershot digital camera. Just don't have a memory stick, which is quite annoying. But it does power up, just says no memory stick. So I can't really test it. I will make note of that on the listing. But we paid £10.54 for that. Not sure how much I'll get back, as I'll be selling it untested, so probably a bit of a flop on that one. Bit of a fail. Next we bought this Targus laptop bag, Eco Smart, which is the main part of this actually. It's in impeccable condition. Very happy with that. And that only cost £8.44. I think it was £25 resale value. I'll confirm it here. Next, we got these Mammoth, great brand, Gore-Tex shoes. Bit worn here. Also this sort of reflective strip started rubbing off, but still lovely pair of shoes. We bought those for £13.69. And in good condition, they're worth quite a bit. So we should still see some profit from those. Now these were listed as just grey men's boots, but with a bit of digging, they are Supra boots, which are like a skateboarding brand, and these are worth quite a lot. So I paid £8.44 for these, and I think in good condition, these are going for around 50 quid. These aren't in the best shape. Obviously the fabric is peeling here, so that's not great, but surely we're making a profit from the £8.44 we paid. So for all the climbers out there, Petzl will be quite a recognisable brand for you. Decided to get this 160 lumens head torch for £11.39. Don't know whether it's a good buy or not. It's obviously brand new, but some sand or salt has got into the packaging and rubbed up against there. So I actually don't know whether that is damaged or not, but I'm hoping we can still make some money on that buy. Bought a few soft toys as well. Got a small bundle for £9.27. First up, we got this Wild Republic Anteater realistic soft plush. I think probably like a tenner, £15 back on that. So that should pay for the entire bundle. Next up is this IKEA Hippo plush. There's not really much on this, so absolutely no idea how much I'm going to get back, but I'll probably list it for about £10. And this one is the one that actually made me buy the bundle in the first place. It's this IKEA badger with a little shirt on. Pretty sure that's going for about 20 quid. So yeah, quid's in there. Lovely stuff. It wouldn't be one of my famous Vinted hauls if there wasn't a completely random purchase. Juicer was pretty random, and this probably rivals the randomness of it. It's this Canon portable scanner, I think. Suppose you could put that in your laptop bag, couldn't you, if you wanted to scan it? Now, I haven't tested it because I don't have that cable. No idea if it works or not, but eventually I'll find a cable like that and test it and see if it's of value. So we paid £11.07 for that, and they must have been going for about 30, because otherwise I wouldn't have bought it. Are they going for 30? I bloody hope so. Smashed it about a month ago by buying some high-tech boots, and I saw these come up, which are women's high-tech boots in pretty good condition. Still need a clean up. These are the last thing to arrive. It has a chunk out of it there, which is pretty much the only defect of it all. But for £8.44, can't really complain. Should get my money back at least. Hopefully see some profit out of those. And my last item for the Vinted haul is this pair of vintage Wrangler boots. Typical scuffing, but not that worn. Need a good scrub, of course. But these should come out very nicely. They are size 9 boots. We bought those for £8.44 as well. Can't remember at all how much they're going for, but you know the score. So that does it for the Vinted haul. But, you know, we've got a charity shop haul as well. It's quite a sizable one. Now, I had a job in Moortown, and I was just driving past and noticed there was quite a lot of charity shops on the stretch of road. So I was like, I'm gonna go there after the job finishes. And I did. And this is what I got. First up, we got this Vans backpack. Now, I've not seen that logo before. I feel like that's quite old. I can't really find anything, but it's definitely Vans, and it's definitely the old logo. So yeah, nice little old school retro Vans backpack. The only defect is someone's had a little chew on that, and that's it really. And we bought that for £6. Hopefully get 25 back for it. Next, we got this lovely pair of Timberland Chelsea boots for £12. I really like these. Slight wear on the bottom, but honestly, really good condition. I think these are going for like 35, 40, but I'll confirm that there for you. Next up, this Land Rover BAR Henry Lloyd branded sort of retro cap. Full on like farmer's hat, that, isn't it? Just like petrol head hat. Sorry, actually. That set me back £2. To be honest, it's not as valuable as I first thought. Probably about £10 back off it. Next up, we got what seems like a brand new Samsonite, if you can see that. HNA, which I believe is a airline. And this is actually a toiletry bag. We got that for £4.45. We'll probably get 15 to 20 back on it. I saw this while in that very same shop. That's upside down. It's Ernesto, a vintage Ernesto cast iron pot. Now, we got that for £5, which I'm very happy about. I think 20 to 25 back on that. Got a few clothes yet again. First up, we've got a golf jumper, Callaway, 100% lamb's wool. Got that for £7. Again, I think 20. A lot of my items are around £20, aren't they? Pretty good price point, to be fair. But you just got to sell a lot of stuff to make it worthwhile, I guess. Not another one. Yeah, another Gant jumper that we still haven't sold any of. This was also £7 in the same shop as the Callaway jumper. It's quite neat, that. I quite like it. Men's medium. Might give it a try myself. Again, £25 maybe. We did also buy another cat feeder. We bought a C500 at a car boot ages ago for £2, and that sold for 20-ish. And we bought another one in a charity shop, but it's the C20 one for £2.99, and we sold it for £17. Next, we got this vintage retro, all the buzzwords, you know, sprayway Polartec fleece. Lovely, lovely fleece this. If it doesn't sell, I'll keep it myself. Quite like it. Old school sprayway logo. Very nice indeed. And last of the clothing, we got this Hugo Boss extra fine merino wool jumper for £9.99. 25.30 back on this. I could be wrong. So in that very same shop, I always have a look at the shoes, and in this particular shop, we just started picking up some Lokes, and very well priced Lokes, by the way. We got these Loke Derby shoes, obviously not great underneath, but pretty decent condition there. And we actually just got an offer for £35 on these. We bought them for £9.99. And we accepted the offer for £35, so they will be getting sent out tomorrow. Also found this pair of Lokes. I think they're Drakes, in an okay condition, a bit of scuffing around the front as per usual, you know, but yeah, we got those for £7.99. Should see 25-30 back on them, I reckon. So yeah, very nice indeed. And last but not least, these didn't have a price on them. I was very much expecting them to be quite expensive because the shop on whole was very expensive, but I decided to chance it and ask how much these are. They are Bontrager cycling shoes. They do have a bit of scuffing to the suede part of the front, but yeah, they're not too bad. They're still pretty good for someone out there. Now, I asked how much they were, and they came back with £5.99. So I was like, yeah, I'll take those, please. These are probably gonna get 30 to 40 quid back, depending on how arse people are with this. So I'll aim at 30. But from £5.99, top-notch stuff there. And there we have it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. Please do like and subscribe if you've enjoyed it, and I will catch you at the next one. God, I've got a lot of shit to sell.